Hey guys, welcome back to my colourful country life. Today we're going to be having some fun with the Share the Love tag that has been created by the lovely Erica of Uncolored, and I will link Erica's video down below so you guys can check it out. Erica created this tag so we could share what we all love about adult colouring and the colouring community, and I have been tagged by the beautiful Erica to participate. So this is going to be a really fun video. There's I think 10 questions to answer, and such an appropriate theme for February and the month of love. So I'm going to move all of this out of the way and we're going to get straight into the questions. All right, so the first question is, share a finished page you love and tell us what you love about it. Now, narrowing this down to just one is like asking me to choose a favorite child. I cannot do it. I can, however, though, show you a couple that do stick in my mind as favorites. I'd also love to know what your favorite page of mine has been over the years, and also your favorite page that you have colored too, if you can pick one. So first up, I'd like to show you a double page spread from Magical Jungle by Joanna Basford. One that I enjoyed coloring immensely and I still absolutely love looking at now. The process of colouring the large spaces is so relaxing to me, and the repetitiveness of it all as well. I think I used maybe 5 different colour combos for this entire double page spread. And I didn't do a colour along for this. However, you can see me colour this large leaf here in my blending for beginners video, where I show you how I get my seamless blends, and any videos I do mention today I will link in the description as well. And there is a color tracker for this page. I think it's in the albums in my Facebook group too, probably the Prismacolor color combo albums if you have a look there. I love bold, vibrant colors, and it just makes my heart happy. Plus the sparkle, I outlined all the leaves here. I'll lift it up so you can see, hopefully capture all that beautiful sparkle and shine. That is from the Ohuhu glitter markers. They are so super sparkly and shiny and fun. And because I know you guys are going to ask me, I got 0 bleed through in this book from those Ohuhu markers. So I'll show you the back of that page and the back of that one too. So 0 bleed through from that beautiful sparkly shine. And I'll just show it to you again close up. So pretty. I love this for its vibrancy and also for the relaxation from the repetitiveness of the elements as well. So, you know, once I had those color combos in my head, I could just repeat them on the different leaves. A little bit like a repetitive pattern, but using repetitive color combos rather than a repetitive pattern. But yeah, so that is why this is one of my favorites that I've ever colored. And when did I color this page? Did I mark it anywhere? November 2023. So Prismacolor pencils and Ohuhu glitter markers, and that was all I used for the entire page. Another favorite I have to show you is the Treehouse double page spread from Romantic Country 2 by Erie. This is the Hawthorn Treehouse, and it is a colour along up on the channel. I got so much enjoyment from these pages. I found every element enjoyable to colour. It did take some time. I think it might be maybe a 3-part colour along, but every minute spent colouring these 2 pages was well worth it. I love how the sky turned out. I love that it's quite a limited colour palette. But even so, I have given each detail, each element my full attention. And when it all comes together at the end, it's really pretty. It looks really effective. I just love the end result of this page, as well as how much fun I had in the process too. And I am looking forward to colouring more in this book. So for these double pages, I used Albrecht Dürers and Polychromos off the top of my head. There is some Jelly Roll glaze. I can see some glossy accents, some Tooly Art paint pens, and that sort of stuff for embellishments. I think, is this one of our project books for the second half of the year? I think it is. Either way, I am looking forward to colouring more in this book. It is my favourite of the Romantic Country books by Erie. So this is the second tale. And I have another page to show you. And that is from Rita Berman's Land book, Die Welt unter der Lupe Zoolander by Rita Berman. And it is this double page spread here. This is one of my favorite pages or double pages I have ever colored in my whole coloring journey. And there is a color along up on the channel for this half of the page here. I did color part of this flower in one of my tag videos as well. Let me know if you want me to tag that video down below if you want to know how to color that flower. I think I only managed like one petal colored during that tag video, but this page is a color along, and of course the colors used on this page are the same as the colors used on this page, so you can do one half and you can very easily take those colors and color this page too. And I think it is such a pretty color palette for these pages. It's very fresh, very spring-like. The background is really soft, very effective still, but nice and soft, and I think it actually makes the page. The whole double page spread was actually colored with nothing but Prismacolor pencils. We do have some stickles for embellishments. What else is on here? We've got the shimmer mist in the background. Gold Jelly Roll Metallic. And the Imagine, no, what was it? It's the, one second. Here it is, the Foca Extreme Glitter Hologram. That is on the wings, I believe. And did I use it anywhere else? Bees. Just on the wings. And I did take some inspiration from, was it the inside cover here? Yes, from the inside cover for my color palette as well. So that is another one of my favorites, probably the most favorite, if I have to choose. But I'm going to stop there because it is hard to choose. I've shown 3, but I would love to know what your favorite is. And the next question, share an uncolored page that you love. What is it about that page you love the most? Now, naturally, I couldn't pick just one, so I have actually 2 to show you, both of which I do have plans to colour sometime this year. And the first is out of Mythomorphia by Kirby Roseanne. Now, I could have picked a whole heap of pages from this book, as I really do love it. It's one of my favourite Kirby books. But the one I have chosen is the Kitsune. If I remember correctly, Mythomorphia is also one of our project books for the second half of the year. And this page may just be the first one I colour. Either way, I do want to colour this page. And I can already picture this coloured in my head too. I love mythical creatures and folklore, and this is one of my favourite books, like I said. It's just gorgeous. Look at this long, beautiful tail. That's going to be so much fun to colour. You got the forest scenery behind as well, with all those toadstools, which I also love to colour. It can be really magical. I think this is going to be really, really fun, and I'm excited to see it finished. I love Kirby's big double page spreads, and I have a lot of fun colouring them. There are a lot of other ones in this book too. This is another one that I'm really excited to colour. So here I go. I said I picked 2. This is not one of them, but it is one of my favourites. I'll get to the second one. There really is just too many to choose from. So the next one is from our current project book, which is Tales from the Forest Kingdom by Hannah Carlson. And you probably know which page I am going to choose, and it is the Unicorn double page spread. These are my favourite pages from this book, and of course they are fantasy themed, which I love. I can see this page created with some fun reflections down here on the water that'll be really fun to play with, and just a really playful, fun colour scheme as well. I will definitely get to this one as soon as I have more time, but it will definitely be done while it is still our project book. And there is another double page spread. Again, see, I'm going off a tangent here. There's too many beautiful pages, but where is it? Where's my other one? It's a big toadstools. You guys know what I'm talking about. This one. This is really pretty too. It's on the list. Hopefully we'll get this one coloured as well, but this one, I can just see it with the beautiful colourful reflections. I'm seeing pinks and purples and blues, yellows, beautiful fantasy colours. We've got some lights up here to shine on them. Yeah, it's going to be a really fun one to colour. So hopefully maybe next month we might get to this one. Okay, next question is, share a book that you love and what draws you to that book. A book that I love. What could I possibly be about to show you all? If you guessed Kirby Roseanne's Worlds Within Worlds, you would be correct. This is my ultimate all-time favourite colouring book. Now, I have completed this book. If you haven't seen that, if you're new to this channel, it is completed as a full book colour along. So there is a colour along for every single page in this book. Oh, I love that page too. Some of my favourites actually are in this book. Where's the other one? The library waterfall thingy. That one too. See, too many favourite pages to choose from. So this book was the book that started this channel. Now, I coloured the orange boot here. I coloured one half of this. I can't remember which one. And I posted it on Instagram. I did then get a bunch of requests to asking me how I coloured it. So 5 years ago this month, it was the 5th of February 2020, I posted my first ever colour along featuring the other half of the boot double page here. And then we went from there, and pretty much this entire book was coloured with only Prismacolor pencils. I probably would never do that again. I loved doing it at the time, and I love my pencil backgrounds, but gosh, it was a lot of work. A lot of fun, but a lot of work at the same time. Now, what I like most about this book is the subject matter. I love Kirby's imagination. I'm a huge fan of anything mythical or fantasy related, anything surreal. And this idea that he had of taking everyday objects and creatures and combining them to create entirely new realms in places where they shouldn't be, like homes inside of rabbits, for example. I find it so creative, so fun. If Kirby was ever to bring out a sequel to this book, I would be in absolute heaven. And there is a full flip through of my completed book up on the channel. If I could ever go back and see a colouring book for the first time again, if I could go back in time and see it for the first time, it'd be this one, because I remember just how much in love I was with it the first time I saw it. And to colour it again for the very first time, does that make sense? I love it when I see people showing their Worlds Within Worlds and it's got uncoloured pages. I just think of all the possibilities, and it makes me happy seeing them, because I know they're then going to get filled up with some beautiful pages. And plus, you may recognise one of the pages in this book, which is this one here, which Kirby included in his World of Colour compilation book. And oh, there it is there. That is my page that he included, and that's his little write-up about my page as well. So another reason this book is special to me, but more importantly, it was the enjoyment I got from colouring in it, and I would love a sequel. So a book I'm currently enjoying working in is my very favourite Rita Berman book, Meine Reise durch Afrika. This is currently a project book on the channel, and I'm so happy it was chosen. I love all of Rita's travel books, but I love this one in particular so very much. And every page we've coloured so far in this book is up on the channel as a colour along, I think. Yes. I have to think about that one for a second. Yes, they're all up on the channel as a colour along. I love how she captures the rich diversity of the landscapes, the wildlife, the culture, all contained within her usual whimsical style as well. It's just got a great balance of nature, architecture, and cultural elements, as do all of her travel books. The way this book tells a story and takes you on a journey without actually using any words is fantastic. And all of her travel books actually start the same. If I take you back to the beginning, we usually have a signpost here of some sort with the different countries listed on it. We have a map of our country, and then we go into our packing and our traveling to the airport, and our traveling to our first country. And most of her travel books, or all of her travel books, start exactly the same way. And then we get into these beautiful illustrations, which always have so much character to them. And look at the little faces on the animals. They're fairly detailed pictures too, which I love. And these books are smaller in size than most colouring books. So for example, there is Mythic World next to Africa. So you get a lot of enjoyment with these detailed pages, but without it taking so much time as well. Although I have been eyeing off her new bigger versions of these books as well. Would love to see what they look like and try out their paper as well. But yeah, I mean, look how sweet that hippo is. I've got that marked to colour for the month of February as well. It's just so sweet. The elephants, the lashes on them, they're just beautiful. Like, and I love learning about the countries in these books too. So when you look at it on a page and you're like, what is that? You can look it up and figure out the animals. You can learn a little bit more about the animals, what they normally look like, and the different places as well. This is a beautiful double page spread. Love that. Yeah, so this is another one of my absolute favorite books and one of my favorite pages too. I almost showed you this one in my favorite pages, but I had to stop. Otherwise I could have just kept going and shown you too many, but I absolutely love this page. I love the color palette. I think it looks really pretty. I think that was Prismacolors and soft pastels off the top of my head. Love that page too. I love Rita's style. So many fun pages. And what is our next question? Share a background that you love. Was it the process of creating it or the end result that you loved? Okay, again, I have a couple to share with you. So the first one is from Godjul by Hannah Carlson, and it is my moon page background here. Now, it looks really simple, but it was so satisfying to get that beautiful smooth blend with my Distress inks. I love the colours I've chosen with the hints of blues and pinks as well on the background. And I love just how smoothly they have blended together. And of course, the shimmer, I have used my Imagine Crafts Sheer Shimmer Mist on that background. And it's just so sparkly and smooth and pretty, and I just love the end result. And Distress ink's always fun and quick to colour with as well. I love doing backgrounds with Distress inks. So that's the first page. Now another page, which I have already talked about, is the double page from Rita Berman's Land book. Where are we? There we are. I love this background so much. I think the background really makes this page stand out. It's soft, it has hints of different colours from the other elements throughout. So you can see around the big flower, I've added some of the yellows if the petal was yellow closest to the edge. And then we've got pinks where it's pink closest to the edge. We've got some sort of bluey purple tones near the flowers there. Greens near the greenery, and I think that all adds to that beautiful soft blurry bokeh effect, kind of like a nice sunshiny spring day outside. We've got all the bugs flying around, the flowers are blooming, and we've got this beautiful bright soft background as well. It did take some time to create. It was completely coloured with Prismacolor pencils, but it was so much fun seeing it all come together, and the end result is amazing. I really like the end result. I do have another page to show you, and that is from A Mythic World by Roseanne's, and this double page spread here, this one was coloured in 2023, I believe, and I think it is the first page I coloured after I discovered the Kaiser Craft shimmer sprays. So I used Neocolor 2s for the background, and then I sprayed the gold shimmer mist over the top, and I'll lift it up so you can see that sparkle from the shimmer spray on that background. This is a fire-breathing creature, so I tried to keep the main part of the fire closer to the ground, getting lighter when the flames were getting closer to the sky. I love the colours on the background as well, those burnt ochre colours. And this is also the page where my Neocolor 2 started to really click for me. I started using them quite a lot after this page, and it also started my obsession with shimmer sprays too. But with the Neocolor 2s, if you have a look at this double page spread here, and then you have a look at this page here, it is exactly the same technique. Well, Kinda. It's exactly the same color. So this is the Neocolor 2 background using exactly the same colors as I used here. Still with that sort of like stippling technique, but a little bit different. So you can see here, and actually this background really suits the page. I think if it was this deep, vibrant, bold color, it wouldn't suit the page as much. It looks nice and soft like this. But once I got the hang of how I like to use my Neocolor 2s, this is a repeat of that background. And I think it looks so nice this way. This started me using my Neocolor 2s so much, and so many backgrounds in this book were done using Neocolor 2s as well. So while I have this book out, the next question is share what types of pages you love to colour, i.e. cutesy, portraits, realistic, fantasy, and why do you prefer that style? Okay, so this is not going to be a surprise to anyone, but I absolutely love working on pages with a fantasy or a mythical theme or folklore, fairy tales even, which is why Kirby Rosan's is my favourite artist. His books are filled with intricate, imaginative designs. They just have this surreal, otherworldly feel to them. The creativity that comes from colouring these pages is another background I love, by the way. Whether it's dragons, hybrid creatures, entire worlds hidden within animals that are just not meant to be there. It just allows me to be more adventurous with colours. There are no rules. Who says a dragon has to be green? It can be like blue and red. Or a jellyfish can't have a galaxy inside it. Fantasy art allows for freedom of expression and to experiment with different colour palettes, textures, shading techniques. Plus the level of detail in these types of illustrations makes the colouring process so immersive and so satisfying for me. I love intricate, busy, detailed designs, and for me it's all about the interest and the creativeness of transforming these pages into something magical and something completely my own. It is also closely related to the style of books I love to read too. I am an avid reader. I think I read about maybe 70 books last year, and a lot of them are related to paranormal fantasy themed books. And and this is also a full book colour along up on the channel, so there is full flip throughs of this completed book as well. Every page is a colour along up on the channel for anyone who is new and doesn't know that. But yeah, another beautiful favourite book of mine. And like I said, look, we've got Neocolor 2s, Neocolor 2, Neocolor 2, or pencil, Neocolor 2, Neocolor 2. Yeah. So once I got the hang of them on that double page that I mentioned in the earlier question, I used them so often. Another Neocolor 2 double page. I love the blues. Neocolor 2s have the most beautiful blues. If anyone asks, I have the 84 set because I do know, hang on, I have them out here because I've just been using them. A lot of people ask me what size set I have. So it's 84, and you can see the colours I'm currently using here. Working on a page in Tales from the Forest Kingdom as our project book for this month. But yeah, so they have the most beautiful blues, and you can see the colours that I've obviously used the most here, especially these ones, these blues. Yeah. Love my Neocolor 2s. So, what is our next question? Share what objects you love to colour, i.e. hair, florals, landscapes, architectures. What are you excited to colour? Okay, so I'm going to give you all one guess as to what my answer might be here. And if you said water, you would be correct. I love colouring water, which doesn't actually sound that exciting. But when I say water, it mostly encompasses the whole scene. So I'm talking pages such as underwater scenes, not just like a page that has a little bit of water on it. So a lot of the times that allows me to play with the beautiful, bright, vibrant colours that I love. I am a water baby at heart. I love the ocean. when I was younger, I did live near Bronte Beach actually, so I spent a lot of time there, and my parents do currently live by the beach. There is nothing I find more relaxing, more grounding than stepping foot onto the sand and just diving into the ocean. I think those core memories are also part of what draws me to colour in water, as I do find it so relaxing to colour. So when I say water, this is something that I think of, like an underwater scene. Also, what else do we have here? Lost Ocean. So we've got this one here. Another one. And I think I have another one in this book too. And I just coloured, and there's another one here. This is a colour along up on the channel, this one here. And so is this double page spread from Magical Worlds. So this is Magical Worlds by Joanna Bassford, and this is Lost Ocean by Joanna Bassford. So I love this sort of underwater scenes where we've got like corals, sea animals, what else? So I've got A Million Sea Creatures here by Lulu Mayo, my favourite Lulu Mayo book, because again, we've got ocean themed things happening as well. So not necessarily just water, but ocean themed pages or water themed pages. Yeah, so mostly because, as you can see, I use a lot of bright, vibrant colours on those pages too. Now, I do also enjoy colouring florals. I loved Worlds of Flowers by Joanna Bassford, and I'm really excited to see what her new book has in store for us too. I am hoping for some beautiful, intricate double page spreads with floral landscapes, back to her roots, you know, and less of the small victories and wallpaper pages. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we will be seeing that in November. Architecture, I'm not a huge fan of colouring architecture so much, although it depends on the style. I do love the architecture in Rita Berman's books. Not in that book, that's the Land book. You know what I mean. The buildings and stuff that Rita Berman has in her books, all the different architectural structures and stuff like that. I love her style. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to colour a book on cityscapes. So there are some books that are focused on buildings. Not my cup of tea, but I do love, even when Kirby puts a few buildings and stuff in his books, I do enjoy that as well. Also not a huge portrait colorist. I don't mind one every now and then. I do love Hannah Carzon's portraits. Christine Karen, I love her work as well, but it's not something you'll see me reach for on the regular. I do prefer ocean theme pages. So the next question is, share what embellishments you love to use, i.e. stickles, loose glitter, metallic watercolour, drawing and collage. So first up has to be my beloved shimmer sprays. I use these now on so many of my pages, and you can see how loved they are. So we've got the Sparkle, which is my favourite. This is my second or third bottle, and as you can see, this one is almost empty as well. And my Kaiser Craft Gold, I think this is maybe my second bottle, and that's sort of half empty, and this one's relatively new, but you can see that's starting to go down quickly now as well. And I do want to build up my collection of the sheer shimmer mists as well, the Imagine Crafts ones. They have lots of other colours. Sparkle is my ultimate favourite. It just adds that translucent fine shimmer to your pages, which is super pretty. Hard to see on camera, but looks so pretty and sparkly in real life, and I use it so often. And I'll show you some pages here, which you've already seen some pages where I've used them in this video today, but here you can see definitely the gold, the Kaiser Craft Gold. I can't remember if I used both of them or just the gold on this page. The sun is now in my eyes, so I can't see if that's capturing or not. But okay, back to Mythic Gold. When I showed you that page before where I had first used my shimmer sprays, that was a gold as well. But what was this next page? That was a gold there as well. But I've used it so often since, all the shimmer sprays. See if I can find some in this book. This is the gold one again on the background. Oops. I know there's more in this book. This one, might not be able to see this one. This is the Sparkle. And that's on top of the Artex Soft Pastels, that background. That is the, is it the Gold Spray? Yeah, that's the Gold Spray. And there on that page as well. Yeah, they get a hand on this page as well. That's gold. I think I had the gold, the Kaiser Craft gold for a long time before I found the Imagine Crafts. I think I was looking for a dupe because I got the Kaiser Crafts is an Aussie brand. And when I was using this one, it is hard for people to get. So I was looking for a dupe for everybody. And that's where I found the Imagine Crafts brand. And I bought Sparkle so I'd have a different colour. And it's just so pretty. I use it all the time now. It's on the background of that double page spread. It's on the background of, where is it? This page. A bunch of pages from Rooms of Wonder. They get so much use. Now, another product that I use every month without fail is my KJ Design by Karen Metallic Watercolour Paints. And Karen did send me this set here. That was my first set to try, and I did review them on the channel. I have since purchased more, and I would love to get her entire set one day. They are the best quality paints I have ever used. I love them so much. You can see here my golden is getting very low now. Almost any page I show you from last year will have these paints on them in some capacity. What can I show you here? Mythomorphia. Let's have a look at Mythomorphia because I know I did a page. Oh, I've done a few pages here actually. So this one here has, you can see the gold, which is the colour golden. There's also the colour gerbera in that sort of pinky purple. So that's gerbera, this colour here. And it's so sparkly, so shiny. There's another one. Oops. Where is it? Back here. Ah, there it is. And this one here. So that is with the colour golden again as well. And and that's the Sheer Shimmer Mist in Sparkle in the background on that one too. And if I show you Lulu Mayo's A Million Sea Creatures again, every single page that I've coloured in this book since I got those paints have those paints on them. Let's flick from the back. So there we go. We've got the blue here is that one, I think. Autumn Mist? I think it's Autumn Mist. Oh, no. Could be Pewter. I think it's Pewter. And then we've got Gerbera. And that was all on that page. And we got this one here. This was before I used the paints. Okay, this one here. Again, we've got the blue and the gerbera, and the gold is golden, and same on this page as well. The gold is the golden, the gerbera, and the blue. I can't remember which blue I used. Must have been this one. I think it was Pewter, because I think I started colouring these pages before I got this second set. That Autumn Mist colour is really pretty. I love Deep Sea Blue. Turquoise is one I've been using a lot lately. I think turquoise I used, yes. So my Magical Worlds double page spread. One sec. This one here. I've used the turquoise for the blue coral. Gerbera on the fish. And also the treasure chest there as well. And the border is golden. They're definitely my favourite and most used colours, but they're so pretty. So, so pretty. I need to get some more silvers, I think. That's what I'm missing at the moment, silvers. But yeah, you can see these on pretty much any page that I colour. Very well used. So another product you'll see featured on my channel a lot are my Sparkle Pop pens. I keep them in here with the Milky Pops, the Solar Pops, the Dual Metallics. I also have the Pentel, the matte hops here, but I keep them in a separate container. The Sparkle Pops are probably my most used out of all of them, followed by the Dual Metallics. The Dual Metallics I did just use on my last page, which was from Kirby's Anamorphia here, which you'll see in my completed pages for February. And I used the Dual Metallics on the flowers. That sort of pinky red. If you can see the sparkle there on these little red flowers. So you'll see, again, I could show you so many pages, but you'll see these on, oh, where's my, actually, I'll show you another page I've just completed. Where is it? I've got books everywhere now. So this one, which is a sneak peek, or actually might not be, might already be up on the channel by the time you see this video, was the Love Heart from Africa. And you can see the Sparkle Pop pen there. That's the orange Sparkle Pop. And you'll see them quite a lot in most of my pages. Another brand of gel pens I love and use a lot are my Jelly Rolls. I have the Metallics, the Stardust, the Glazes, and the Moonlights. The Moonlights I don't use often. They tend to be a little bit too neon for me, but the other sets are well used and frequently replaced. I go through them quite often, especially the Glazes and the Stardusts. If you look on my Instagram, I do list the materials that I've used for each page on each post, and the description almost always contains one of these pens. So yeah, they're used so often. Everything I'm showing you today I use on nearly every single page. I'm also a fan of glossy accents. Now, this is a clear dimensional medium. I love adding this to windows or glass elements, or even eyes, and I'll show you some examples. So the books I've got out here, Romantic Country Second Tale, you will see in the windows and on the photo frames. I've used the glossy accents. In Africa, our last colour along, I've used them on the little window here. So I do use them quite a bit just to add that little extra detail. If you do use these on your pages though, when you go to colour the page behind, you may need to add some padding so there isn't an imprint left, which you would need to do if you use any product that has any kind of dimension to it too. You can also use the Jelly Roll glaze in clear instead for a similar effect, but with a little bit less dimension. And of course, on my desk at all times, I have my two favourite white pens, the Uniball Signo and the Toolyart acrylic paint pen. So I have a number of backups of these around for when they run out. I've got right next to me a bunch of white Signos, and I also have a new set, which you would have seen in a haul a little while back, of the black and white Toolyart acrylic paint pens. I do use one of these on every single page that I colour. The Signo I use mostly when I need precision or a thin line, and the Toolyart acrylic paint pen I use when I have a lot of black lines to cover. Like when I'm colouring water and stuff, I think this flows nicely. It gives a nice thick opaque line, and this isn't a lot thinner, so it's good for little accents, like when you're putting little shinies in creatures' eyes or people's eyes. So our next question, share what colour you love to use on your pages. Is it the same as your favourite colour? Okay, so I tend to find I mostly reach for reds, oranges, blues and greens. I love those vibrant contrasting colours. So that's what I usually reach for when I'm colouring. I don't tend to reach for pinks and purples, although I have done so a little bit recently, but these are the colors I tend to lean towards: the reds, oranges, blues and greens. They just contrast and complement each other so well. And is it the same as my favorite color? I don't actually know if I can pinpoint just one favorite color. That is so hard. I love all colors. I do tend to have favorite colors for different things, I guess. Like I love aqua and teal and turquoise. They're probably my favorite colors to look at. But at the same time, I wouldn't wear them. I wouldn't have them in my house. My favorite color to wear is probably like a deep red or this sort of tone here. Basically because it suits my skin tone and my coloring. In my house, the only color is greenery from my plants, really. I don't mind a bit of like a pale sage green or even like a steely blue if I was to add color. Basically, I just describe the color of the towels in both of my bathrooms. But yeah, so I don't know. I can't pick one favorite color. But I guess in a way, yes, as some of my favorites are shades of reds, blues and greens. So perhaps, maybe. But yeah, I mean, yeah, if you look through at my completed pages, you will see lots of reds, oranges, blues and greens. What is our next question? Share what hobbies you love other than colouring. Are you an indoor cat or more outdoorsy? Okay. Oh gosh, I have so many hobbies. I could list them all. Diamond painting, cross stitching, scrapbooking, cake decorating. I also have a keen interest in genealogy and obviously reading. I will pop some pics up if I can find some of my completed diamond painting, my cross stitching, my cakes, scrapbooking, all that sort of stuff. I'll pop some stuff up on the screen so you can see my other hobbies. Am I an indoor cat or more outdoorsy? I think I'm a little bit of both. I adore being outside. I love gardening. I do live in the country. I have around 400 acres of farmland that I'm looking out at right now, and farm animals. I have my veggie garden, my fruit trees, and I love spending time out there gardening. I've already mentioned my love of the ocean as well, but at the same time, there's nothing I love more than curling up inside, reading a good book, especially on a cold, rainy day with a nice hot cup of tea. So a little bit of both, I think. And is this our last question? I think it's our last question. Hey guys, editing Karen here. I have just realised that my battery must have cut out while I was filming the last question. And the last question was, share what you love most about colouring and our wonderful colouring community. So what I was saying is colouring is such a wonderful hobby, a wonderful outlet. It is my relaxation time. It helps it clear the mind, wind down from the day, and it's an act of mindfulness that also results in the creation of something, which I love. I'm being productive without being productive, if that makes sense, whilst also taking care of mental health, which is very important. And the colouring community, it is one of the most supportive communities on YouTube, I think. I have made so many wonderful friends along the way. It can really be as interactive as you want it to be. So not only are you doing something for yourself, for your own mental health, you can also share in the process with other like-minded people as well. So that is one of the things I love most about colouring and the wonderful colouring community. So on that note, I hope you found this video fun. I will tag any videos or channels that I've mentioned today down in the description box. And I don't think I'm going to be tagging anyone because I have seen quite a few people doing this tag. So if you haven't been tagged and you haven't done this tag yet, consider yourself tagged. Would love to see everybody's answers, what everybody's favorites are, what everybody loves. So really looking forward to watching some of those videos, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care and bye for now.